Welcome back to a small 0k action, and go straight to the game. There we go. So this is going to be the third and final match, or round, should I say, of the bronze match between TheSponge and Magman for the 2014 September 1v1 0k tournament. And as you can see, it's a pretty freaking big map. It's going to be on the Comet Catcher Redux map. Yeah, look at it. I have to admit, actually, the detail on it is very nice. A sort of pockmarked terrain, but really, it is basically a flat map. We have a couple of craters here and there, just so it's not completely so it's not completely flat. A very big map, though. I didn't actually notice what the raw size stats were. Nice little background, I'll admit. That's, there you go. All the mixes are pretty much the same value, and there's plenty of them. They're distributed everywhere. Completely flat area. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, these craters, I mean, these little hills here, I think, are going to stop vehicles and hovercraft and such. Actually, they will, yep, purplish bits around. So they can't actually go through that, but they can go over these little smallish, very slight craters. So, okay, there's going to be a couple of possible choke points and such to maneuver around in, but, yeah. Speed metal. Yeah, pretty much is speed metal, actually. All the fucking metal it's got on it, Jesus. But whatever, that's the map that TheSponge picked, and yeah, that was very surprising, actually. He actually lost a bit of elo from that, and Magman gained a significant amount of elo just from that match alone. So, quite amazing. Never care what could be. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, speaking of which, Magman doesn't have any radar. He's going for heavy tanks himself. He's got a Kodachi just roving around on the lunar landscape. Well, Comet Catcher, so Comet, I suppose. Comet landscape. TheSponge, on the other hand, has gone for hovercraft, of course, because that's what he vowed to do in the previous game. Okay. That's not how you Kodachi, is it? I wonder if Kodachi means something, like it's a... Yeah, I don't know, a Japanese word for flame tank or something, I don't know. Interesting name nonetheless. Well, actually, I'm not really sure what language that would be from, but yeah. Don't take that to be, you know, don't take that to be me being racist or anything like that. Of course, I have to put in that disclaimer for overly sensitive people, but anyway. Well, I do know is that this Kodachi, or flame tank, is doing a hell of a number on the quill, and yep, it's going to be able to flame the crap out of it. A bit overkill, actually, given the fact that it's, kind of, well, it burns stuff, basically. It doesn't do much initial damage, it just does loads of flame damage. And, yes, this is no tank map, indeed. Still, though, it managed to do quite a bit of damage. It did take out a builder and a mix, and it got out scot-free. Very nicely done. Kodachi by Magman. In fact, I dare say it deserves a pat and clap, actually, so there you go. That's the very same clap that that Patton apparently did during the combined Russian and American celebrations after one of their battles. So there you have it, and what a clap it is. You can definitely feel the sincerity there. Unfortunately, the Kodachi has been blown up, though. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Kodachi spammer. Oh, okay, because of the fact that these daggers, yeah, they don't really have too much. Actually, their health isn't that bad. Oh, no, it's 300. Well, something said it was 750. What was that? No, it's not mix. It must have been something else. They are slow, indeed. Huh. Okay, then, I can probably predict what's going to happen. Yeah, well, heavy tanks, they're pretty powerful, but yeah, they can only be in so many places at once. That's the problem, and TheSponge is basically taking advantage of that, and yeah, he's going for the kill, basically going all out against all these undefended mixers that were there, killing them all, and yeah, now the economy is completely even for both players, so yeah. I suppose he donated a bit more metal as well, but still. Yeah, the thing with heavy tanks... Yeah, actually not that bad, but still. The thing with heavy tanks is that, yeah, they just... Because they're very chunky units, they're very expensive individually, which means, especially early on, you can't have them covering, you know, that many sectors all at the same time. And because they tend to be, you know, a bit, well, they're slower than light vehicles and hover tanks, hovercraft in general, obviously, yeah, just in general. Yeah, as in counterparts, slower, like the Panther, for example, being the Raider slash assault tank is much slower than the Dagger, for example. So yeah, slower overall than the other factories. Yeah, it's very hard for them to hold to hold territory with a mobile defense. That's what I meant to say. God, not as eloquent as I was hoping that would be, but well, what can you do? A couple of Panthers coming in at the very least. Well, actually, this guy's only level 1, and this Lotus is about to die. Oh, no, too late. Nah, this Panther should get the hell out of there, basically. He actually, no, he needs to get out of there, no. Bit of mismicro by Magman there. He could have had a chance if he got one of the Panthers, you know, out of the way, and then sent her back to the commander, and then, you know, try to get the Sponge to... anyway, get the Sponge to... you know, to target the stronger Panther and then just get, yeah, both the Panthers to attack at the same time. Probably would have taken them out. But yeah, not in this case. So Dagger's also coming in, funny enough, getting stunned out due to the Panther's death EMP explosion. No more ASAR in this game, but anyway. So, yeah, okay, it's not helping him. But, yeah. Yeah, it's not helping him, but yeah, him going heavy tanks is probably not the biggest concern of his. I mean, him throwing stuff away like this, especially into enemy territory, knowing, you know, that metal can be reclaimed. 300 metal each, that's pretty freaking expensive. 120 of that can be reclaimed apparently, so yeah, definitely not something you want to do, especially with such heavy units. But I reckon he could have made heavy tanks work, but really, he's leaving all of this defenseless. And even if he had those two Panthers, he doesn't. Well, these two, for example, they would just be way too slow to catch up to Raiders like these. I mean, even the Kodachis would just be way too slow, basically. Yeah. But there you go. Apparently, there is a bit of a balance issue for hovercraft and them being overpowered. Apparently, Magman also going to level 3 for his commander. And doesn't have that as a priority though. What has he got at the moment? Level 2, he's got auto repair and riot cannon. Oh, I see. He's going for that sort of commander, is he? Apparently. But yeah, his heavy tanks are just way too slow to really catch up to these really fast raiders. And yeah, I mean, these daggers are basically running circles around him. A couple of them get stunned from the death explosion of the Panthers, but yeah, it's not much really. Doing it wrong, yes, indeed. Definitely doing it wrong. He's... Oh, look at this. He's got a single commander. Granted, he's level 2 going up to level 3 and is a battle commander, but really, he's just... He's on his own. He can get taken... Actually, no, he does have a riot cannon, I'll admit. So it'll take him more than just daggers, probably, to take him out, especially when he gets to level 3, but, yeah. He left all those mexes undefended, and it's costing him dearly now. His economy is in the shitter compared to the Sponge. His army value is in the shitter compared to the Sponge, and that's taking into account... Oh, actually, the Sponge has got a level 2 commander. I'll be damned. Killable with daggers, yes. It's kind of funny that works out. And yeah, Panthers don't seem to be the answer to daggers. At least not those sorts of numbers anyway, to say the least. And yeah, now of course Magman's going to get bombed to hell and back, and he's got no support. He's not even cancelling the morph. He's got a few seconds to actually cancel the morph. He needs to do that to at least not waste metal for that, but no, he's... wow, yeah, your bullets cannot harm me, that's right. Well, if he can dodge every single bomb that's thrown at him, maybe... Nah, he's still alive, but no, he's going to, yeah, he's just going to get bombed to hell and back, yep. Takes that one bomber with him, but yeah. God. Over 3,000 down the drain, that was a bit of a bad maneuver. So yeah, going heavy tanks was the least of his worries, basically. He needed to defend his, put up static defenses at his expansions, needed to not sacrifice his tanks. and a few other things as well, which I went on when the actual game was playing. But there you have it. That's bronze match over. I think it is. If it is, then yeah, the Sponge is third for this tournament. We'll go on to the finals. So I shall see you all for the final match.